Oh boy, might need to adjust my camera a little bit more. Okay, now we're ready. Just gonna wait a second. So this is going to be a little interesting. Because right now I see myself in the TV. Literally, I see myself at the TV right next to me because I decided to, keep myself, I guess, on it. It's a little weird, I guess, but oh well. Like, But yeah. We are now live at least, so yeah. I might turn off my TV, actually. I'm gonna wait a little bit at least till I start doing things, so yeah. I'm turning off my TV. At least turn it off so I don't see myself, but because that's actually a little distracting to me. But yeah. Wait a second. Well, wait a little bit because no matter what, I'm gonna have one viewer probably through this whole thing because of me watching it on my PlayStation, because it's on my PlayStation right now. So yeah, there's that. So might as well get started because this is pretty much just gonna be a YouTube video, I guess, at this point. But yeah, let's start, I guess. Ayo, what's up YouTube? BH20 Racing here. Welcome back to another live stream. And this is not a normal live stream that I normally would do. But now, this is going to be kind of a special live stream because I'm actually sitting and talking to you guys. And I actually have a very big announcement to make about my life. Well, yeah, about my life, about my future and everything. So I'll just start off with the announcement, I guess. So the big announcement is that I'm going to be working for the IndyCar Experience, which if you guys don't know who that is, those are the people who run the two-seaters. So basically the start of every IndyCar race, Mario Andretti drives a two-seater, gives a fan or a special guest at the track a lap around the track before the race, and they also do stuff at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, do rides then as well. So yeah, I'm going to be helping out with that stuff after this session here at UNOH. As you can see, I'm still wearing my shop clothes from class because I didn't want to change, and I thought this would be, I don't know, a little nicer or something. I have no idea. But yeah, that's the big announcement. Me working for the IndyCar Experience, and how it came up is something was a little weird. So my grandpa actually already works for the IndyCar Experience. He's been working for them since 2016. So he's been working with them for a while now. And before that, he's been working for Andretti Autosport back in 2018. Well, from the early to mid 2000s to 2015 for Andretti Autosport, and from 2016 to now with the IndyCar Experience. And my grandpa told me that they were looking for help this summer, and he asked me if I wanted to help out with them over the summer. And this was like late February when I found out about this. or my grandpa told me about it, or he told me he told me something about it a while ago, probably very early, maybe even January when he first told me about it. But then late February is when he said that they would like to have me. They would gladly have me to help volunteer for them. So I even thought for a while on it. I thought about it for a couple of weeks after he told me that they would want me, or they were looking for help and they wouldn't mind me helping. And after a couple of weeks, I said, "Sure, I'll do it." So pretty much after that, one weekend after class here, I don't know what session it was. Well, no, it was last session, I believe. Yeah, it was last session because I left early Thursday. Went to it on a Friday. I went to the Delara factory on a Friday, which is the Delara factory is where they work. Where the two-seaters are. Well, I went there kind of early in the morning. Well, afternoon. Well, I went there in the afternoon. And this one guy, Chris, he showed me around the place. And he showed me around the whole shop, which I pretty much already knew because I've been in there before with my grandpa. And there were some things here and there that I didn't know about. But they do a little bit of everything by making their own parts and stuff to, building their engines to obviously making the cars. They can make their own cars, obviously. It's a kind of like a race team, even though it's not a team that competes. Pretty much it's something just to have. It's basically like have fun kind of team. It's quote unquote have fun, I guess, but you still gotta take it very seriously, like it's an actual race team, because it's pretty much a race team, but you're not competing. And yeah, so pretty much Chris showed me, again with me being shown around the shop, Chris showed me around every little bit of it. He took me to the upstairs area where actually I've never been. And then I talked to his wife, Shonda, who pretty much talked to me, pretty much made it official, I guess, saying that they were glad to have me. And I do have days that I will be working at the track. I at least know for sure I'm doing track days at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway when they are actually giving rides for the good majority of the days they are doing it. It's running from May 14th. Well, the dates I have are from May 14th to October 24th. And I know I'm going to be missing 2 of those because they're during the middle of the week and I'll be here at UNOH, doing college stuff. But I know the last one on October 24th, I'm definitely going to be doing that because it's on a Sunday. And I definitely want to make at least the last one because that would be nice to be there for the last day when they do things. But yeah, I'll be starting May 14th, and then it's going to be going on from there. I just know I'll be working for them at least at the track at IMS for those days. And I'll say normally the days are from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. So I'll kind of have long days. I'm going to have long days at the track, which I'll be completely okay with. And I will get paid. I'm not telling you how much I'm going to get paid, obviously. But yeah, I'm going to be getting paid as well, which is going to be a little nice. And this might be a little shocking because I've never really said this before on the internet in general, but I actually have never had a job before. So literally my first ever job, I guess, it's actually going to be out in the field working for the IndyCar two-seaters, and I get to be a part of IndyCar in some way. Not in the probably the biggest way, but I'm in it in some way. I'm part of the sport. I'll officially be a part of the sport. And that's something that I'm very excited about. Because literally, as a little kid, all I've loved pretty much was IndyCar racing. Because IndyCar racing has been something that, like I said, I've loved. Something I lived and breathed since I was a kid. I've been to IndyCar shops a lot since when I was a kid. I've literally been to, I don't know how many races I've been to, but I've been to a crap ton of races since 2009. What else have I been to? I've been to I've been to the Andretti Autosport shop so many times when my grandpa worked there. Because pretty much when he asked me to go, or if I wanted to go, I automatically said yes to it. Went down to the shop, always looked around, always was very fascinated with IndyCar. Always fascinated about everything there. And then once my grandpa told me he was leaving Andretti Autosport at the end of 2015. Actually, no, it was early 2016 when he told me that he was not going to be a part of Andretti Autosport anymore. I was actually I was kind of sad about it, because knew then I wouldn't be able to go into the shop anymore, be able to do a whole lot of things. But I knew as well, I did go in the shop one more time after that. It was early 2016 in January, before, the season even started, before anything really got announced with Andretti that year. But I would definitely say that I saw all the liveries before everyone else did. Because I know exactly where they put all the liveries and everything for all the cars. I literally know where that is, at least the concepts of them, or at least the papers of them, and actually shows what the livery actually is. I got to see all of them right away. And one thing I noticed with all of them, which I didn't know really what the design was really right away, but all I knew that there was just like an arrow type thing on it, on all the cars, and they're all identical that year. They're still identical to 2021, but this year they actually changed the livery up from 2016. But yeah. So enough about talking about Andretti Autosport. Well, but then my grandpa started working for Dallara, the two-seaters, in 2016. Been working for them since, and now I'll be working for them for at least the summer, at least help volunteer. There is a chance that I could go to some races as well this year with them. Like, I know if I could go to any of the races over the summer, that if they ever needed help, I would easily be able to go to 9 of the races this year, just to go and help them. And I'll gladly go to 9 races to help. But more than likely, that's probably not going to happen. More than likely, it's just going to be me working at the track, me working at IMS, doing things for them then. Because pretty much what they told me what I'll be doing is helping strap everyone into the car and maybe push the cars off. That's pretty much all I'd be doing. Is just helping people strap in, pushing the car off, and that's it. It's a very simple job, actually. Very simple, but also at the same time kind of complex in a way. Because it's not simple. If you guys know about racing and seatbelts, literally it's not just one seatbelt. You got 5 belts, 2 over the shoulder, 2 over the waist, 1 through the crotch. And I'll definitely say that's going to be a little awkward one to tell people, that there's one between their legs. Because I will say I'm definitely not reaching down a stranger's leg, going between strangers' legs, and going to just grab part of the seatbelt. Literally there. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not grabbing that belt just randomly. I'm going to ask them, to reach down between their legs and hand me that belt, because I'm not going to reach down there, because that's, to me, that's a little invasion of privacy, and plus I don't know the person at all, so it's kind of weird if I do that. But yeah, that's pretty much what I'll be doing. What I'll be doing whenever I work there, when I'm at the track actually helping out. I don't know if I'll be doing anything before May 14th when I start, because I know I actually texted my grandpa today asking him if there was anything else, if there's anything I can do before I start, like go to the shop or something and help them out a little bit. And he said he talked to Chris, or texted Chris, and he said they'll see how Texas would go this weekend to see if they'll need any help before they start running stuff in May. So, before they start running in May, so there's that. And I just realized, like earlier today as well, after class today, that actually, no, not after class today, literally within the past 30 minutes, I literally realized that the next day after my first day, on my first day is May 14th, working for them. The very next day is the GMR Grand Prix at the IMS road course. And literally, more than likely, I'll be going to that race as well. So I'll be pretty much going to that race, so if I can't help them, I guess then I'll be, hopefully I'm there to be a fan, because I'm pretty sure no one's allowed to be in the infield. But yeah, hopefully I can go to that race. But more than likely I'm going to be going, so yeah. What else? Then obviously I'd be working roughly midweek during during practice week. I know I'll be doing stuff during practice week. I'm pretty sure for IMS for the Indy 500. So I'm pretty sure we'll be giving out rides as well during qualifying, or as well during practice days. I'm pretty sure they've done rides during qualifying before, like early before qualifying. And if they do that, then I can easily go to qualifying. Just be there, be in the paddock. And that's also another fun thing about it. I actually get to be in the garage area for once, actually staying in the garage area for the month of May roughly, because literally their trailers are parked pretty close to the actual team trailers. I don't know if the two-seaters actually have they actually do have a garage. It's the old F1 garages or the NASCAR garages. It's where they're at. The cars are stored there. I know that. But the trailers and stuff are, out by the garages. I know I've been to the garage where the cars are, and to the trailer, obviously. I've also been in the garage area before, but not a lot. But I'm only talking about the garage area right now because for me to actually help work for them, I have to get the COVID-19 vaccine. I know I probably shouldn't be talking about COVID-19 during all of this for this announcement video, but I'm going to anyway. But I had to get the COVID-19 vaccine to work for them. So I'll say I got it. I got my first shot literally on this past Friday. Nothing happened really. Didn't hurt. It was literally the least painful shot I've ever gotten in my life. Didn't hurt at all. And of course my arm hurt afterwards and all that. Nothing really affected me, because I got the Sizer one, the highest effective one with the 95% effective rate. And I know when I get the second shot, the side effects gonna be 3 times worse than the first one because the second one can really get you. And apparently, my girlfriend's mom told me that the second dose for that specific one, is can cause something with lungs, can cause like lung issues or something. I'm like, okay. I mean, I don't disagree with her. I don't think, I do believe that actually has happened to some people, where they've had lung issues because of the second shot from the one I'm getting, but okay. So when am I gonna get my second shot? I plan on getting my second shot May 19th. Is it May 19th or May 17th? I'm pretty sure it's May 17th at like 10:30 or something. I'm pretty sure it's May 17th. Cause literally the wait time for my vaccine is literally 3 weeks, and legit when the 3 weeks are up, it's literally my first day working for Delara and the 2-seaters, so that wouldn't work out. So then they said that following Monday, so it is going to be the 17th when I'm going to be get my second vaccine, with my second dose of the vaccine. And yeah, I knew eventually I was going to get it, or have to get it at some point. And even to go to the Indy 500 this year, literally, people are going to have to get their, well, it's highly recommended to get the vaccine. And if I have the vaccine, then I'm pretty much will be all set. Because I know roughly 2 weeks after I get the second vaccine, I will be 100%, I guess, not immune, but cured. It's not cured, I don't know. It'd be 100% in effect. It'd be 100% in my system. I'll at least say that would be 100% into my system. And yeah. So, the second shot is going to be interesting, but yeah. I would say I am a little scared for the second shot because I don't know how much that's going to affect my body. I do have a strong immune system, so I don't think I'll have that big of an issue. I lived on a farm my whole life, quite literally. I've been around a lot of things. I've touched a lot of things, put a lot of things in my mouth when I was a kid. So, literally, I have a pretty strong immune system. I rarely get sick. The last time I got sick was legit like years ago, probably like a solid 5 years ago. Like, yeah, probably legit a solid 5 years ago was probably the last time I actually got sick. Because it's very rare when I get sick. And if I get sick, I'll be sick for a day, then that's it. It's very, very rare. But, yeah. And Ian, I saw that you said that. Well, Ian, I saw that you said that it's good that I'm getting the vaccine, and literally, I was very hesitant of getting it. And I knew, literally, I was like, nope, I'm not getting the vaccine at all. Well, the only exception I said then was literally the only way I'd be getting the vaccine is if I was forced to get it, and I had to get it, so I'm getting it. I got the first shot, and I have to get the second shot, then that's done. But yeah, enough with the COVID stuff. Back to the IndyCar experience stuff, what this stream is about. But yeah. So I am very, very excited to work for the IndyCar experience and actually being able to be a part of IndyCar again, being part of IndyCar for the first time. being a part of a sport that is something, well, being a part of a sport that I've loved since I was a little kid is something that I've been really excited about. But literally, um, I really have like no words really for it. No, it's hard to really explain about it a lot because literally it's something that I never thought I would do. Because literally, my dream was to be an IndyCar driver and racing the Indy 500. And obviously, if I can't do that, then my goal is to be a part of IndyCar in some way. More hopefully, at the most, be part of the pit crew. Because I know I definitely still want to wear a fire suit. I definitely want to wear a fire suit. I don't care what fire suit it is. I want to wear a fire suit still. And being part of the pit crew is something I would want to do. That's my next step if I can't be an IndyCar driver. So literally, being part of the pit crew is something I want to do. Hopefully, I can get to there in a couple of years. After I'm done with college, hopefully be a part of an actual IndyCar team, work for the pit crew, and literally do something I would want to do. Because literally this is just the start of it. This is literally going to be the start of my IndyCar career in some way, or the start of my future in the sport. And this is definitely something that I never thought would even happen. Because I thought working for IndyCar was going to be a very long shot. Because I doubt someone would want to hire me or want me in any way. Because so I go to UNOH and I barely know things about cars, and that's kind of sad. But I'm also here to also help my learning with that, help to learn more about cars. And so far, it's kind of working. But I'm not really learning about cars right now because I'm welding at the moment. So my learning about cars is going downhill a little bit, but yeah, hopefully one day I get to work for an actual IndyCar team, preferably in Andretti Autosport, because if you guys don't know, that's my favorite team. And plus, I don't know since I'll be working for Dallara, I'll work for the two-seaters, if I'll legally be able to say things like that anymore. That's the one question thing I actually got, is if I'll be able to root for a specific guy anymore. Well, obviously when I'm not wearing their actual stuff, like their pit shirts and stuff. I'm wondering if I can literally change it to my Ryan Hunter race stuff, and literally still wear that stuff to the race, or literally wear my IndyCar experience stuff and not worry about it. But that's the one question I do got. If I legally am allowed to root for a driver. But I highly doubt that's something that's going to be an issue. But yeah. So, and also I hope being a part of this also gets me some benefits for IndyCar, which I know I believe I'll be getting a hard card, so that's definitely going to help me. I'm pretty sure I'm getting a hard card at least. What else? I know I'd be getting access to the garage area, obviously, access to the paddock. And if I work during races, I'll be out on pit lane before the start of the race. If not, to be at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, working, doing stuff for them then. helping people strap in the cars, well, helping people gain into the car, strapping them in, and pushing the car off. And I know that the IndyCar experience they got 4 2-seaters. They got 2 2-seaters that are sponsored by Ruoff Home Mortgage, which is obviously the one Mario drives. And they have another one that's the colors are inverted. Well, at least the dark parts are inverted to white. I don't know if it's black or not, or very dark blue, but that's inverted to white. So then there's that car. Then you got 2 other 2-seaters that are like the McLaren Aero SP cars. So then you got one that looks like Pato Awards, to the other that looks like Felix Rosenquist. So you got those 2 as well, and those are it for those. Then I know they also have single-seaters for fans to drive as well, which is something kind of cool. Hopefully one day I can drive one of those. But I highly doubt it because it's very expensive to do it. Like $1,000, I believe, to do it. It's very expensive. But literally, we gotta tell someone how to actually drive the dang car. And yeah, and I believe I'd also be helping out with that kind of stuff too. But mainly just be with the 2-seater stuff, as far as I know. But yeah, I start May 14th. And I'm very excited. And hopefully I can record some of it, or record a day when I'm there. Specifically my first day. I kind of want to record my first day there, because I feel like that would be something kind of cool to document. My first day working for IndyCar, in a way. Yeah, my first day working for IndyCar. I feel like that's going to be something to definitely record, definitely vlog that. Try to, at least. If I can't, I'll vlog as much as I can. I know I can definitely vlog when I'm not working on the car or anything. And I don't know if I'll be able to record anything at all when I'm actually, on the track, which I kind of highly doubt. But hopefully I can do something like that. Record some stuff for you guys. If not, oh well. I tried. But I've literally tried to record some things for you guys over the course of from all the times I work from May to October. And I know I'll have a big break from June to July, because my last day would be June 1st, then the start of a break, and then my next day would be July 24th. So I'll legit have like over a whole month off, like almost 2 months off to do whatever I want again. So yeah, I'll be also coming back to Ohio, well, roughly here a lot as well over the course of the next, because I'm taking 2 sessions off here at UNOH to do this. And and whenever I have free time, I'll be coming also back up here to Ohio to visit my girlfriend and stuff. But literally, besides that, there's not really a whole lot I will do here besides, visit her, and then obviously go back to Indiana and work. Eric, I also plan on going to the IndyCar race at Mid-Ohio as well on July 4th weekend. And I also plan on bringing my girlfriend as well to one of her first IndyCar races. Believe that would be her, yeah. It would be like her first IndyCar race, so that's going to be a little interesting. And I actually gave her a favorite driver. Hers is Jack Harvey. She only likes Jack Harvey because, his car is pretty, which I don't blame her. The car is actually a very nice car. It's a very good looking car. It's way better in person. But yeah, and also I know Brandon or Blue Jimmy 48 fans also going to be there. Hopefully be there in Mid-Ohio. as well, is with many of some other YouTubers. And yeah, Jack is a good driver. Like Harvey's literally a good driver. But at least this year he's been, for the first 2 races, he's been pretty dang good. I'll say my guy Ryan Hunter. I say Hunter Ray right now. Not really the best of seasons. I'll say Hunter Ray's had a pretty rocky start so far this season. Hopefully, since we're at an oval this weekend at Texas, hopefully he can get good results and move further up in the points and not stay below the top 20. And hopefully we get some top 10 runs. Ian, don't rub it in being P2 in points. Don't rub it in that Will Power's second in points right now. It's like I'm 21st in point. My driver's 21st in points. And that's not that much of a shocker to me, honestly, but ugh. I know by the end of the season, Hunter Ray will be up probably within the top 10. It's like, I know, Ian, I know you were joking. So yeah, Ian, same. I hope Ryan actually does well here soon, and doesn't have really mediocre finishes anymore. Because literally, once like 2015 came, that's when it's been That's literally when it's gonna be rocky. That's literally when it started being rocky for him, and literally he's kind of went off the rails then. Because 2014 was his last great year. And then 2015, he was lucky to get 2 wins that year. And I was there when he won at Pocono. Then what's another? Then I know he won at Belle Isle and Sonoma in 2018. Now it's very excited for that. It was really great to see him win again. But then, of course, since then, it's been a downhill slump from there. We've been close. We've been close plenty of times. Like, he's been close to winning, and he's had pace. He has pace. I know he does. He still has the pace. He still has the fire in him. He still has everything that he's had since he started. But honestly, I think the real reason why he's not doing as well is because of the young guys. Because literally, more talent. There's literally drivers more talented than him now. Even though he's an Indy 500 winner and an IndyCar champion, does not mean that he's going to probably do the best in the world anymore. Because the young guys are taking over now, pretty much. Like, great example, first 2 races this year in IndyCar. Alex Palou won his first IndyCar race, and even with his first start with Chip Ganassi at Barber. And then literally yesterday, Colton Herta won for the first time in the 26 car. And it was like his 5th career win. I'm pretty sure it was his 5th career. No, or was his 4th career win? Hold on. He won twice in 2019. So, yeah, that's his 4th career win. He got his 4th career win literally at St. Pete yesterday. And those are the young guys. They're literally very young drivers. And so far, the young guys are taking over. And the older guys are starting to... And the older guys are not doing as well anymore. Like, I know Scott Dixon is the one big guy. The one, older driver that's actually, consistently still doing well. Will Power's another one. He's still consistent. Well, at least they're at least consistent top 10 finish. They're at least consistent top 10 finishers. Oh, do I think Hunter Ray should stay the 20 year or move to a different team or stay? Um, Honestly, I don't think the Andretti cars are struggling. I think it's literally they're obviously not struggling when Colton Herta literally in an Andretti Autosport car won yesterday, and literally Andretti Autosports literally have been one is literally one of the top teams. It's one of they're one of the three top teams. Well, they're in the top three teams in the sport, and they can still win races, and they literally can still do a lot of things. But I don't think it's the cars that are the issue. I think it's literally the wrong setups that are the issue with the teams. Because some teams can get the setup right, and then it won't work for another driver. Then they got to change it up, and then they can't really find it. But I think it's literally a setup issue for the Andretti guys. But they're literally all still on pace. They're all on pace, no matter what. But and also it's the field's also really close as well. Still the closest it's ever been. Hasn't really changed that much. And it's even more. The field's also filled with a lot of talent. You don't have like half the field that's not talented, then you've got the other half of the field that's talented. It's literally like a good 90% of the field is like completely talented. Like you got some guys who are not as talented, but they're all the drivers are very talented. They're literally the best drivers in the world for a reason. Um, but that's another reason that literally the field's also very close. But that's not another reason with the struggles with Andretti Autosport. And honestly, in my opinion, about Hunter Ray, with him either staying at the 28, moving to a different team, or hanging up the helmet, honestly, I still think Hunter Ray still has a couple of years still left in him. I still feel like if he can at least win, at least a couple of times, or at least win once, this year finished well a lot. I still feel like he still has a solid, 2, 3, maybe even 4 years left in him. But I don't see him moving to a different team. He stayed with Andretti Autosport since 2010. Still, pretty much he's legit the team leader. I believe he's the team leader still. That guy, he hasn't won since 2018, but he literally has the most experience versus all the guys on that team right now. And Hunter Ray is legit the team leader in my eyes. Even though he hasn't, like I said, still hasn't won since 2018, but he's still the team leader to me. And I believe he is. But literally, if they had to choose someone else as a team leader instead of Hunter Ray, if Hunter Ray isn't the team leader, then I'd say it's probably Rossi. But I honestly think Hunter Ray is the team leader. But I don't think you would want to, have the team leader literally, hang it up early just yet. But I honestly think Hunter Ray should go off on his own terms. Like what Jimmy did with NASCAR. Go off on his own terms. I still think he still has a solid 2 to 4 years left. But at least with full-time racing, I still don't see him moving to another team. Been with Andretti Autosport since 2010 and been in the 28 since 2011 and had DHL as a sponsor since then. I still really do not see that combination really changing unless something drastically changes. within this offseason, because I think it's a 1-year extension contract right now with Hunter Ray. But I don't think if he does something well soon or does something consistent soon, then I think that's when his career's going to be starting to be put on the line. Because I honestly think he still has a lot of left in him. And I honestly think he should take a lot more risks than what he does. Because even though these past 2 races have been not the best for him, especially Barber, but literally, he still has the fire in him. He still has the desire to win. I know he's definitely going to be a contender literally this weekend at Texas for both races. And that's probably going to be his first chance this year to show that he still has the pace and still show that he's a race winner, a race contender. And then literally the Indy 500, after that's the GMR Grand Prix, where he's done well before. And I think he's going to do well there, at least get a top 10 finish there. Then you got the Indy 500, where he's won and always does well there. Literally always does well at IMS. No matter really what year it is, besides 2011, he's literally done very well. And he's continued to do well. And then pretty much after that, the next race I feel like he'll do well at. Well, I don't know what race he'll do well at, but there's still some tracks that he's going to do well at. I know that. But I feel like Hunter Ray's at least going to get one win this year. I don't know what track, because I'll say this so far this season has been unpredictable. At least winter-wise, it's been unpredictable. So, yeah. I do believe Hunter Ray is going to at least get a win. If he doesn't get a win this year, I do expect at least a couple podiums out of him. But I don't see him hanging up the helmet at least this year. But if he does, then I know I'm definitely probably going to be a mess. Because then that's literally 2 drivers of mine retiring from 2 different sports within 2 years of each other. That's going to be definitely really rough for me. But I don't see Hunter Ray leaving. Again, I don't see Hunter Ray leaving Andretti Autosport. I see him finishing his career there at Andretti in that number 28 car with DHL still on board. Literally, that combination is iconic. Once you think of Hunter Ray, you think of the number 28 in DHL. And not the times where he raced, for Vision or for AJ Foyt or for Ray Hall, Lanigan. You don't think of those cars. You literally think of his 28 DHL car. That's all you think about. And that's something I don't think is going to change anytime soon. But if he doesn't continue racing after this season, if, let's say, this year is his last year, then I'd say, if this year was his last year as a full-time racer, then I at least see him race part-time, at least doing what Mark Gove's doing this year and just run the Indy 500. I still see Hunter Ray doing that. And if he does that, I'm pretty sure he's still going to keep that 28 car. He's still going to keep DHL. Pretty sure he'll do that. And plus, that 28 does have a really good meaning behind that too. If you guys don't know that, because literally that 28 is not just a number to him. It literally means the 28 million people that have cancer in the world, and his mom died of cancer, and that's why he has that number. But I also have that number in racing, not just because of Hunter Ray, but also because of the 28 million people that have cancer. Because literally, one of my grandmas has cancer. She has leukemia, and that's another reason why I picked 28 as my own number. So literally, the 28 has a good. I don't see Hunter Ray moving from that 28 car anytime soon. But if it's not full time after this season, I still see him in that 28 car for many more years. But IndyCar is unpredictable, so I don't know. But enough about that. Back to the two-seater stuff to at least finish this off. But so literally with this working for the two-seaters, definitely going to be something special for me. Hopefully that'll open the door to plenty of opportunities for me in the future. Hopefully I can leave some good impression on some teams. Hopefully I can work. Hopefully for Andretti Autosport one day, but that's my dream goal. If I can't work for them, I want to work for at least an IndyCar team. I don't care what team. I just want to work for one. And I'm pretty sure that's more than likely going to happen one day, but that probably won't be for a couple more years to come. I probably won't be working for an actual IndyCar team full time till after I'm done here with the UNOH. So roughly by the 2024-2025 season for IndyCar, I will be more than likely, hopefully, working for a team full time. But until like then, roughly, hopefully, I can at least stay here and work for the IndyCar experience, work for the two-seaters, and at least have something within the sport to help me. At least stay in the sport for a while, get used to it, and then move up to an actual team. And then work my way up the ladder for teams. Hopefully join a pit crew. I'll hopefully be a part of the pit crew and literally reach one of my dreams, one of my childhood dreams, even though I'm pretty much living it right now. But I will say this, me working for the IndyCar experience this year for the summer, it's literally my big break. It's literally my big break. I honestly don't know what I would do if I didn't have connections within the sport. Like literally my grandpa is literally my main connection to the sport. With him working for Andretti Autosport for multiple years, and then now working for Dallara, he pretty much got me into IndyCar and made me fall in love with the sport. Now, because of him, I'm working for the sport in a way. Well, I'm being a part of the sport, and I also know some people within the Andretti Autosport team. I know some of them still know me because I've been in hospitality. Because he worked for the hospitality stuff. Well, yeah, he worked for the hospitality when he worked for Andretti Autosport. So I went to the hospitality a lot when I was little and pretty much all the way up till 2016. Because I know my grandpa didn't work for them in 2016, but one day they actually let us in because they knew us. The team knew us, and they just let us in. And literally, I believe because of my grandpa and because of my name and because of my last name and everything, I believe I can at least hopefully do something with Andretti Autosport because I know they know my grandpa. At least I know some of them still know my grandpa. And I know other people that used to work there are now on other teams, but they still know him. So I literally still have multiple connections, even from multiple teams, in a way. But I'd say my main connection with the team would be Andretti Autosport. But if not, I feel like my next bet would be Chip Ganassi Racing. Because there's some people that my grandpa used to work for that work for them now. and I have a feeling that that would be my second option I'd go to if I can't be with Andretti Autosport. But literally, after I'm done, after a couple years here with IndyCar experience, I'll hopefully be working for Andretti Autosport. If not, hopefully just an IndyCar team. But yeah, I'm very excited to start within a couple of weeks. I start May 14th. Definitely something I'm very excited about. And something I can't wait to get started with. And that I just hope everything goes smoothly. Hopefully nothing goes wrong for me. And hopefully I'll leave a good impression on them, on the team. Well, not team, but well, they are considered a team, I guess, in hindsight. But hopefully I leave a good impression, with the company, with the two-seater people, to have me come back next year as well, and maybe the year after that, maybe even, yeah, at least for the next 2 years, at least next 2 or 3 years, hopefully get to do stuff with them still. But yeah, I'm very excited to start within like 2 to 3 weeks. Well, a little under 3 weeks, I'll be starting, and I'm very excited. At least I know some of you guys are still watching, but do any of you guys have any questions for me at all about the job or anything? Any questions at all? Any of y'all got questions? Ask away. I'll answer. Literally ask me anything and I'll do it. Well, I'll answer it. To the best of my ability, at least. Because I want to ask. Oh, wait, okay. As of now, I don't. Okay, Ian. Oh, actually, oh boy. He's got it. I believe he has something. I believe he has something. I believe that Mr. Ian Perez has something. Oh, what made me want to work for IndyCar? Honestly, that's a very simple question for me. What made me want to start working for IndyCar is literally my grandpa. I know, like I've said before, he's the one that got me into racing because he worked for Andretti Autosport when I was young. And I've been in the shop multiple times and fell in love with IndyCar right then. And I remember whenever I'm at his house, I would watch old IndyCar races, or at least IndyCar races that they recorded on tapes, and I watch those whenever I'm there. And I know I've always went to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for at least Indianapolis 500 qualifying since 2004. So I've been to IMS for many years. I've been going to the Indy 500 since 2012. Been going to every Indy GP in every way since it first started in 2014. But yeah, literally my grandpa is the main reason why I've fallen in love with IndyCar. And also my dad also liking racing as well. Also helped a lot, but mainly it's my grandpa. My grandpa really made me fall in love with IndyCar and racing in general. Because literally with him, that's how I'm literally working, how I'm doing this two-seater stuff. That's how I'm doing it. The old USAC IndyCar series. I haven't really watched a lot of old IndyCar, but I've at least tried to watch old Indy 500s. Shout out to my grandfather. Yeah, literally, big shout out to my grandpa. could tell you my grandpa is the reason why I'm doing this. Because literally without him, I wouldn't be doing this right now. If my grandpa literally didn't work for IndyCar and still not working, if he didn't work for IndyCar after he was done with Andretti Osborne in 2015, well, pretty much after they let him go, because they wanted some younger guys to help with things. Without that, without him working for them, I wouldn't be able to do this. I highly recommend to watch old school IndyCar races. It's amazing. Well, I've watched some old races. I know I've watched quite a bit of some old Indy 500s. I don't think I've been to like the 80s era, at least. I haven't really watched a lot of I think the latest I've watched was like 80s or 70s. But I haven't really gotten really into it that much, but I know I've at least gotten to like the very early days of the IRL back in like 1996, roughly that era. Roughly from like the 90s is probably roughly when probably the farthest I went back and watched a good majority of races from then. But I probably should watch some old races. Get back to watching some old races at some point over the summer. But yeah, there's that. Well, yeah, but again, my grandpa's the main reason why I love IndyCar and stuff, and why I'm doing this, and why I'm a part of, why I'm working for them. Okay. I plan on watching every single IndyCar race ever very soon with USAC IndyCar and Champ Car 2. Oh boy. That'll be a lot of races to watch. That's going to be something. It's like I might watch some Champ Car stuff eventually. Roadster era and the turbine era. Chef kisses. Oh god. So literally like that era. Oh boy, that's a while ago. That's literally a while ago. Oh boy. But yeah, that's pretty much roughly the whole gist of everything. I pretty much told you guys everything. I'm pretty sure that's everything as of right now. I'm pretty sure I told you guys everything, even though it's been over an hour now since I've started this stream, but surprisingly quite a good majority of more people that don't watch my streams at a time actually came. I've saw 5 people at least in here at a time. That's the most I've had at least in a hot minute. And it's like, you're welcome in for the stream. It's like, this was originally going to be a video, but then I decided to make it a stream because I felt like, I really don't want to record it and then upload it. I feel like it'd be better if it was a stream, because then you guys could also be a part of this, and you guys actually were. Yeah, thanks, Ian. I hope so too, honestly. It's like I believe my future is bright within IndyCar, but I don't know how far I'll be going with it. At least how high up I'll be with IndyCar, but it's like I don't watch a lot of streams, and I was interested in this. Well, Ian, I'm glad I actually made you interested in at least got you interested in this. Because this is actually probably one of the few times I'll be doing streams like this. This is probably the biggest thing that's ever happened to me. Well, at least the biggest thing that happened to me in like my racing career, or my career with racing. And this is pretty much the one thing that I've been waiting to. I probably could have done this stream way sooner, but I didn't, because I was just lazy about it, and I just decided to do it today, just to get out of the way. If also finish some recording some videos for the month of May. But yeah. And I'm glad I actually made this a stream because you guys actually got to interact with me. Well, I wanted to interact with you guys live and have you guys interact with me as well during it. And if you guys had anything for me, you guys asked. So yeah, it's roughly everything. Well, it's pretty much going to be the end of the stream. I've pretty much covered everything, I'm pretty sure. So, recap, I guess. I always do recap for some reason, but I guess recap. I'll be working for the IndyCar experience, help with two-seaters for roughly 12 weeks over the summer from May to August at least, to do everything with that for all the track days at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And then the last day on October 24th. And I know we'll just at least be missing 2 of those days, but I'll be missing 2 days because of school, but besides that, I'm going to all of them from the schedule they gave me. But yeah, starting a little under 3 weeks. I'm very excited. Yeah, thank you, Eric and Ian, for stopping by. And thanks to everyone for even watching as well. Honestly, it means a lot to me. But yep, I'm going to be ending the stream here. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this live stream. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. It'll really help me out, and it'll really mean a lot. But anyway, guys, I'll see all you dudes in the next video or live stream. See you guys then.